Hi everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching today, and I've got another die focused tutorial to share with you today. So this one is a very pretty curvy gatefold card. It's a really lovely style. I say during the video that I think this would work really well for invitations, but it is just a really nice little note card kind of style. If you like your smaller cards, and I think you'll like this one. I've added the belly band, but you just slide that off and you can see that really lovely curvy effect that you get, and then you open it up and you've got all your space to be able to write your message. You could stamp something else there if you wanted to as well. I have got lots of gatefold cards on the channel, so I'll share that up now. I haven't done any curvy ones though, so if you've got something that you think you could draw around to create that kind of shape, you know, you can easily do that as well. But this is all about the dies, so let me show you what ones I've used and how easy this card is to make. So this is the Curvy Gatefold card die set. So you get 7 dies here, your main die, and then all of the mats and layers there. So this is how they look. So this die is the one that you'll pass through, and it will give you those curvy sides, and this will go through a standard die machine. Again, it's a bit longer, so if you have an extender plate, then that just means you can pass it through once and it will cut everything. But if not, just tape it in place either end, pass it through, and then shift it down the plate and pass it through again, and then you'll get that cut. Once it's cut, you will have something that looks like this. Okay, so just pop all those to one side, and then I'm just going to use my scoreboard, because as I always say, when the die cuts this, it will give you a marking where the score lines are, but I like to go over that and give it a proper score, and that way you'll get a nice fold. I'm using a heavyweight cardstock here, but anything above 220 will work nicely, like so, and then just fold and give that a nice burnish. You'll see there that they fit perfectly together, and you've got a slight little gap running through, and if you use the white card, which I'm going to be using, it looks quite nice. It really shows off the design. So I've then used this beautiful paper pad. I'm loving this one at the moment, Watercolour Spring. You get toppers, beautiful patterns there. So I have cut, I think I've done the same pattern, yeah, because I got it all from one sheet. I really want to make sure I can get as many cards as possible out of this set. So I'll just show you how to cut these, because I have these ones for the front. Okay, so you can see how that's going to look. And then to have the mat and layers on the inside, you don't have to, but I thought it could look really nice displayed open, and you know, you can still enjoy these papers. So if you want to do that, when you've got your paper, so say if I take this one here, because if I was to use these dies here, you'll see when you die cut it, it's not going to fit. It's the wrong orientation for the inside. So what you want to do is flip your paper over. Okay, die cut your mat and layer, whatever it is. If you're using mirrored card, again, flip the mirrored card over, because I've got a chrome base plate, so it doesn't leave any markings on your mirrored card, so it's nice and smooth there. So I just turn it so it's facing down on my chrome plate, take this all in place and run it through, and then when you flip it over, you have all of your layers facing in the right orientation. So just flip your pattern paper or your mirrored card over so you can cover the inside. But you can see there you've got your largest matte layer, and then like so. So they're actually both the same really, so you can just pass it all through. But you want to make sure this isn't directional, but if these were, you know, directional, just make sure that you put those on that way, and then they would be obviously that way. It is self-explanatory, but I just want to explain that for anybody that's just new to card making and stuff. It will help some people. So I've used some double-sided tape to stick them onto the mirrored card, and now I'm going to use my construction glue. So this is the Collall construction glue, and it's all linked. All the glues and everything that I use are linked in the description box. And then I'm going to have, that's got the butterfly, so I'm going to do that one that way, even though it could be the other way. And then I'm going to stick those other ones down. Okay, so that's all stuck down, and they're the mats and layers for the inside. I'm going to leave it plain because I'm going to have the thinking of you topper. So inside is just free then for, you know, for whatever it is I want to write. So I've just used some of my oval dies here, and I've got the same card, so the yellow for the back, and then silver, and then the topper there. It has got a yellow border, but I took that off because it was quite a bright yellow, whereas this is more of a mustard yellow. So I just took that off and it just kept everything matching. And then I fussy cut this, and I might just have it kind of, I don't know, hanging off somewhere. So I've put some foam on the back. Now you could have a belly band for this, and this is when I think about it even more now and end up changing my mind. Let me just do this topper because I might add a belly band because I think it could look quite sweet. So I've got a piece of scrap card left here. So there's the topper. So now what I was going to do is just stick it onto one half like so. But now I'm thinking if I just trim this down. So I'm going to have a 2 by A4 length, so 11 inches will be fine. To be honest, it's probably too long because this is a smaller card. I'll give you the dimensions in a moment. But sometimes really chunky belly bands look really nice. And then just kind of wrap it around. I'm going to trim some of this off in a moment. And then that can just stick on the belly band. And I might just cut that in half and kind of feed it underneath there. So I think what I'm going to do is just trim off that one and that one. It's such a pretty shape. I really like this one. So I'm just going to add some glue on each side there. And I can just kind of move that around until I'm happy. This would make a lovely invitation. It's a really nice size. It's a pretty shape. I could see, you know, wedding invites, party invites, obviously. But I don't know, there's just something about it. I think it's got a really nice invitation look to it. A second to dry. And then I think I'm actually just going to cut this right in half. And then you can pop a little bit kind of under there. And then a little bit under here. Could have it that way actually, and it would break up the yellow, the belly band. I'm just going to add a little glue under there, just like so. And then that one in that. So that's the card all finished. So the overall size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So for those of you that like your smaller cards, this one's going to be just right, I think. Really pretty. Love the added belly band there. Again, just slide that off. And you've got that gorgeous shape there. And those stunning papers. And all that space to write your message. So I hope you've enjoyed this curvy gatefold design from me today. I will link all of the product in the description box below. And I'll have some other gatefold card styles popping up now that you might want to watch next. And if you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and that way you won't miss out on any future tutorials. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.